Good morning. It is 5:03 a.m. where I'm at, Alaska time. Let's see, end of the month, March 31st. Wasn't on yesterday, was sick. I think I had food poisoning, but we are back. So before I start marking up charts, I'm going to add one indicator to just one of my charts here, and that's called the RSI, Relative Strength Index. And let me get that up here first before we get going. Study config. Okay, so relative strength index, what it does is it basically shows us when something seems to be overbought or oversold. So it's really good for catching potential reversals, which is what I really like to trade. And it's usually where I make my money most of the time is catching reversals. I'm not so much of a momentum trader, but trying to catch a top of a move, pulling back. I like to try to catch the pullback. So relative strength index, common number that people use for a period number, which is just the last, how many days is usually 2 weeks, so last 14 days. And then overbought line level is 70, oversold line is 30. These are like universal numbers that most people have for their settings. So usually, let me just add it to my chart here to show you. So you can see the overbought line is the 70 level, which is at the top here. You can see when the price bounces into this level, a lot of times stocks may have a pullback. It doesn't mean it always happens, but it's a good indication that there might be a possibility here. So you can see here, this is a daily chart, I believe. We're at the 70 level right here, testing the 70. And this is for a couple days, it's up here. And you can see we do eventually have a pullback. And as it does pull back, you can see price starts to move down. And we're getting near that 30 level, which is the oversold level. So this is on a daily chart. So if we look at, I think a good chart would have been like MU on the daily. So MU was beautiful on the daily for a reversal. Now this is where it can be dangerous, because if you try to short maybe early on, like up here, you can see we're testing overbought conditions on the daily well above the 70, but we're right in here. This is how you get chopped up. So this is not a good area to short, but if you're patient enough, up here you can see we're getting bought up right here, and we're still oversold conditions, slight pullback, still oversold conditions. Wouldn't be bad catching a short up here. Now the really good area to short obviously is right here, and the reason why is because this level up here is testing this level, so pretty much neck and neck, but you can see the overbought conditions have gone down from this area right here to right here. This is testing 82, 83, so extremely overbought. This is still considered overbought even though we're at the same level. So if this was still going to relatively be stronger and push up, you'd probably expect this to be even higher. Kind of level neck and neck with this, but this has like a downward slope if we were to draw a line. Like that. So it's kind of a slight downward slope, even though price is trying to move up, but this is more horizontal. So for people who like to trade reversals, I mean, up here, this was just bread and butter for them. I'm sure SanDisk probably has the same thing going on. So SanDisk, way overbought up here. You can see way back in February, been consolidating nicely, starts to pull back. goes up. It's testing. Well, it's not even testing high. It made a new all-time high above this level, but the conditions aren't nearly as overbought as over here. So, but yeah, relative strength index, really good indicator to have. Let's see. So just adjusting my lines here, getting my chart to look as appealing to me as I can make it. When you go to the 1 minute, you can get closer to those oversold conditions. So the line's down here somewhere. Okay, so let's draw some lines here. SPY and Qs. SPY and Qs is slightly green. And the market's slowly just been grinding downwards. Bring this down a little bit. That's better. Alright, so marking levels here, SPY and Qs. Let's go to the daily chart. It's getting close to testing, kind of within this range. Yesterday's open, or yesterday's high. So I think that's a good area to mark. Oops. For area of resistance here. So let's get the box going. Just looking left to see where we're at. So I'm marking that support there, resistance, just stretching this guy out to see where I can mark my next area of potential support. I think that's good. So going off this box here, it's really hard to tell. There's some liquidity volume by price bars over here. It's kind of hiding under this one. If we look left, the bottom of the support area is a good area where there's some bounce points. So to me, that's a good range for the SPY. Going to the Qs here. Qs been grinding down slowly. Let's get the box going. Just gonna do yesterday's high and stretch that out. Zoom in here, got a couple touch points there, bring that up just a hair. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. So that's my area of support and resistance here. If we look at yesterday's range, this is the 3 minute chart, I believe. Let's see, study config. No, it's a 1 minute chart. So this is a 1 minute chart here, but you can see the high of the range yesterday, which we marked, and then pretty much the low of the range found some potential bounce points. So that looks good to me. Alright, so let's change this to the 3 minute. Make sure that goes to 2 minute. That's good. Alright, going back to the daily. Let's thumb through these stocks here. Let me bring that down just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Okay. Alright, daily on Apple. Testing VWAP here on the daily and weekly. Has a pretty strong area of support here. With it being like 244, 243.50. So we're just going to mark that as potential bounce point. Area of resistance here, 254. So we have that drawn up. Nvidia's in a very interesting spot. It doesn't want to lose this level. It's trying really hard not to. Really, it's just a matter of the market's going to pull it down. So area support 164.59. And area of resistance 174. 173.7. So that looks good to me. There we go. Get our pivots going. Alright, so yeah, again, Nvidia's in a really, really interesting spot. If it loses that level, it can go down quite some ways. And the overall sentiment of the market is very much bearish. In my perspective, my opinion, it's been grinding down, and I think it's just going to keep going down until there's some either good news or some bad news. Market reacts in odd ways to good and bad news. Okay, PLTR. Zooming out here, just seeing where we're at. Area of resistance that I'm going to mark. Let's see. Get the rectangle going. I'm going off this candle right here, this big candle. Lots of volume on the bottom of that wick. So that's about right there, 143. Let's see what that's looking like. I think that's a good area of support as well. 143 being the high, low being 135. Google's opening up in a really high range. It'd be interesting to see what the SPY and Qs do. Because if the market's weak and Google's opening up high, I would look for a short. It's considered oversold conditions. As you can see, we're below the 30 level here. But be interesting to see the market turn around from here. Alright, level I'm marking here for support, resistance, 278. Area of support 273. Let's stretch this out. Ooh, didn't want to do that. There we go. Don't want to keep doing that. Okay. Just zooming this out, looking left. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. This is testing R6 as well. This will be testing R6, so I'm very curious to see what the price action does around this R6 to my level that I marked. If we show some resistance here, depending on if the market's going to rally or not, it'll depend. It'd be interesting to see if we can't catch a short to the downside here. Okay, so that's good. That's good to me. Move it down just a little bit. Okay. So Google's definitely of interest for me. Okay, here we go. Let's see. AMD. All right, AMD. Let's see. There's lots of liquidity. Pretty much where the price is at. Let's go to the weekly. $199.42 is the current price. 200 is a really good psychological number. See potential bounces off of. It's really hard to judge exactly where a good level will be for resistance. 202 is what I'm marking. And then 193 being support. I think that's good. Zooming in, checking it out where I drew my lines. There's a lot more liquidity like down here. Let's see. Okay. So moving it down to where there's more liquidity, I chose that based off the volume by price bars over here. We had a good candle. You can't see it now. It's stretched out really far. That does line up with R3, so we'll see what price action does around this R3 level. Amazon's really high. Look at that. It's floating above R6. This is interesting. Give me just a sec here. I'm just putting Amazon on my chart over here. There we go. Yeah, Amazon to be in that spot above R6. If it's above R6 and can hold above R6, a lot of times it'll break out to the top side. That's a significant area of support based off the CAM pivot levels. So again, I'm not looking for necessarily a break to the upside. It'd be shorting it. And looking at the volume pre-market, look at all this volume pre-market as we're moving up. We're squeezing above R6 here, so a little bit more volume pre-market. So Amazon's interesting. What was that other one? It was Google. Yeah, Google's interesting. Just putting these charts up on my other monitor. Let's keep going here. AMD we have charted up. R3 lining up very nicely for AMD. I like that that lines up with the box on a pivot level, so I will watch the price action around there for AMD. See what price action does around that level. That's also near $200, which is a big psychological number. So Amazon's interesting, Google's interesting, AMD's interesting to me. MU's in the middle of nowhere. MU though, it's definitely in play. I mean, the volume, big red day yesterday, big red candle. You'd expect to see at least a small push to the downside with a bounce potentially. It's been very red. Let's see. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, when you look at the next area of support, it's really like down here at 295. Area of resistance I'm going to put is could just do yesterday's low, which is testing it right there. It'd be amazing to see it pop up, but I doubt it would. So area of resistance here, I'm drawing 325. A couple touch points here, but honestly, I don't know if it'll even test that, if it won't just move down. So just have to wait and see what the market says. So MU, it's not really near a pivot level for me, so I don't want to play that at the moment. SanDisk, SNDK, not really near any pivots. Doesn't mean that it can't make its way to one. It can definitely shoot up to R3 in a matter of minutes. So let's get the box going anyways. Just looking for a good area of resistance here that's standing out. Pretty much where the price is at is good for me. 584. That looks good to me. Price has got some extension. It's tested that level. Look at Meta. Meta's above R6 as well. Meta must add some news. It's gapping up. But it doesn't matter if it gaps up if people don't think it deserves that kind of value. So Meta's definitely interesting. So looking left here. Pretty much where the price is at, it's a good area of resistance, area of support. I'm just drawing the low of last week's box. So Meta's definitely interesting. Especially with it being above R6, is it going to hold up there or not? Alright, I'm going to grab some water. Market will be opening soon. Be back. Okay. 30 seconds until it open. Not doing that. Alright, market's open. Alrighty. Let's see, Meta, Google, we have Amazon, that's the last one. So Meta's still holding this R6 level. Google, let's go to Google. Google tested it here. Just watching the price action on Google. Like to see it tested again. Let's go to options for Google. It's testing R6 right now as well. Just trying to hold that level. First, tomorrow. There's not much interest on the options chain here. Okay. A little more interest here. I'm just waiting to see here. I want to see it. See what's going to do around this R6 level. Decent order at 279.5, which is just right above the box, right above here. got rid of our RSI when I added the chart thing, so let's just watch the price action here. Squeezing up, testing it. SPY's moving up, Q's is moving up. It's 3 minutes, big indecision candle with a more weakish price action there. Starting to pull back here. This 3 minute candle closes below VWAP here in the next couple seconds. Might look for a short. It's definitely showing some weakness here. So RSI is back up here. See, we didn't quite get to that 70 level. Meta, very strong. Meta broke out long here, you can see, held R6 nicely and shot up nicely. Let's go back to Google here. If we look at Meta here, it's way overbought on 1 minute market conditions. Google here struggling at this level, 936. Google 3 minute showing some weakness here. See how this candle closes. Struggling with this R6. Still just waiting. I want to see what's going to do with that range. Keeps thinking about it, but this 3 minute keeps getting some good selling pressure around 278. Google's 5 minute chart. A little bit of hammer here, so it's holding above R6. Might be good for a long actually. It's holding it nicely. The only thing is this 1 minute candle showed more bearish activity than anything. So just watching the price action here. Volume's died off a little bit as it's trying to move up. Looks like it's thinking about squeezing here. SPY's at the level I marked. It's nowhere near pivot though. So I can just keep grinding up. 3 minute here. That'll close here in just a moment. It's looking weak, man. Price action, nothing's going on though. I need to see some volume confirmation somewhere, whether it's dried up volume or heavy volume. Let's see, Meta still moving up. Amazon been grinding. Yeah, Meta's interesting. Just watching the price action here on Meta. It's in way overbought conditions right now. As we're moving up, price action's declining. Seems weak to me. Let's just watch the price action here. Probably would have been good to take that short up there. Let's see. Spine keys pulling back. Amazon flipped a UE. Dang it, Google did too. Look at Google. Shoot, that was an easy one. Dang it. And then we had around here and didn't take this trade either. It's okay. Let's see if what Meta's gonna do here. Spine keys just flipped a UE really fast. Getting bullish again. Let's see, buyer's gonna step in and keep squeezing this. It's up a lot right now. 20 bucks. Okay, there's a heavy seller right there. We saw that hit the tape. This volume's going up there. Take one contract, so I'm expecting a pullback. Maybe at least a VWAP. So I'm long puts, just one contract. Looking for a move downwards here. Spine keys are still bullish. We don't like that for us. Better risk reward was way up there. Seems like it wants to rally. Spine keys are rallying. That's not good for me. Getting a bit of a pullback now. It's good for us. See if we can at least make a move to VWAP. That would be ideal. See if it squeezes here. Buyers are definitely going to step in right here at this 553.85 level. It's a decent order at 553. See if it goes down and tests it. The order book definitely looks more bullish. So just one contract here. Looking for the move down. Market's trying to find some strength, but the overall sentiment of the market seems weak, so okay, seems like it's gonna pop here. Spine Q's just got some sort of news because they're squeezing up fast. Spine Q's just moved up really aggressively just now. Still in our position here. Think we might get squeezed. SPY just tested R5. Looks like we're gonna get squeezed out here. Spine Q's have moved up nicely. Google reclaimed that R6. We're still in our trade. Looking for the move down here. We seem to be stuck in this little range now. 556 to 554. The ladder looks slightly more bullish and bearish here on Meta. The longer we stay in this sideways, the worse off it is for me. If we go to Meta here, see we're not considered overbought now. We're below the RSI, which means buyers will step in here. Which is not what I like. Yeah. Squeezed out there, so that makes sense. Okay, so minus $100 on that trade. Let's see, it's 331. So minus 98 on that trade. As you can see, it squeezed up. Happy we got out a little earlier. Spine Q's, look at Spine Q's here. Spine Q's very bullish. SPY and Q's working their way up here. SPY making its way to R6. Q's making its way to R5. So lots of bullish price action right now. Amazon very bullish here. Amazon rallying nicely here. Let's go to Amazon. Lots of liquidity happening up here. Wow, I've been on mute this whole time. Sorry, guys. 0 for 1 on trades right now. Lost on Meta, one contract, $100. Wow, sorry guys, I've been on mute this entire time. AMD made its way up to test the box here. Look at that 3-minute candle. Beautiful rejection on the 3-minute. Definitely significant area of resistance right there. Just watching Meta here, or excuse me, AMD. Show some significant area of resistance here. Floating around 200. Let's see if it's going to squeeze this. It's working its way up. $15-minute candles closing here on AMD. very bullish. 5 minutes looking bullish. No confirmation yet. Try the reversal here on AMD. Volume's picking up as it's still moving up. 3 minutes, big green candle. Volume's dying off a little bit, but very bullish candle. 2 minute candle here, big green candle. Let's see what it's going to do. Lots of orders to the top side here for AMD. Volume's picking up here on the 1 minute. Seem to be slowing down though. Bit of an indecision candle, it's still grinding. Just watching the price action here. Google looks interesting. Moving up here as volume's decreasing. 1 minute still picking up. Maybe probably a half hour until there's potential reversals here. Bulls are very much in control of the open so far today. The ladder looks more bearish on Google here. Let's go to Google. Definitely overbought conditions here. Still pushing up. Let's see. Seems weak. Long puts, 2 contracts, looking for the move down. Lots of liquidity right up here. See if we pull back. There's big sellers there, but it got bought up. Volume's dying down drastically here. Can we get a pullback? This 3-minute candle is more bullish than bearish. SPY's pulling back, Qs are pulling back a little bit. Definitely don't want to lose this level. Squeeze in here. Two minutes more bullish than bearish. Probably gonna get squeezed right here. Still holding. Volume died down on this 1-minute candle. That's nice for us. I think my target would be just right above my box here if we can get there. We just need to lose this little range here, and then the next level down be 279.80. Trying to squeeze up here. I'm not convinced yet. This 2-minute candle is trying to squeeze up, but the volume is very low. unless SPY and Qs are going to bounce here. Volume's very low here. SPY and Q's been grinding down. We are ready to close our position if necessary. I feel like we topped out. I bought 2 more contracts, so I have 4 contracts. I'm looking for the move down. Just trying to squeeze here. It's a big sell right there. Okay, yeah, we got squeezed. Okay, we didn't take a big loss at all on that, which is nice. $50 loss. 4 contracts, $50. It's not bad at all. Not bad. I think that was a good risk to reward trade. Still watching it here. Pullback might be happening now. Shoot. Might have just got squeezed out at the worst time. SPY's pulling back, Q's pulling back. Was that Google I was in? Yeah. Yeah, Google's not ready to turn just yet. Just trying to hold this level. Still grinding up. This 2-minute candle's so weak. Same with this 3-minute. I'm about to short this again. Look at that volume. There's no volume now. All right, 6 contracts. Looking for the move back down now. The volume's diminished a lot now. So a little bit bigger share size toward the top of this range. Volume's drying up here. Give it to 281 before I close my position. Looks like it's going to go for it. Look at that volume diminishing though. Look at that. Haven't sold my position just yet. It's my last trade, 0 for 2 so far. Seeing if we pull back. I mean, the volume's dying down here. Just looking for the pullback. SPY's pulling back. Need a little bit of selling pressure here. I need some bears to get in on this. $281's filled. Let's see what it's going to do from there. A lot of liquidity at 281. Volume's picking up on the 3-minute. Pretty bullish candle. $281, trying to hold it. It's squeezing. Yeah, it's definitely bullish price action here. Yeah, we're all out. Okay. All done on the day. Down 324, so 0 for 3. 98, 150. So that was $170 loss there. So down on the day total, 324, 0 for 3. So definitely not in tune with the market. Man, Google's just killing it. Something to keep in mind too, R6 level, if it holds above it, a lot of times it can just break out. And broke out nicely, so something we do have to consider here. Keep in mind. Meta going sideways here. Looking like it wants to make another leg up here soon. Tesla looking to squeeze. Google is killing it, man. Google may have found a small top here. The only thing is the volume. You look at the 2-minute here. A little bit of a shooting star, but the volume's very... A lot more liquidity now to the downside. Tape showing it. Google does not care to go down. See, this is a nice 3-minute candle here, right? With the volume, there's no... This candle, for this kind of candle we see, we would love to see the volume profile be like at least lined up with this level, this candle here, or volume bar. My thoughts were, if we're gonna reverse, it'd be around an hour into the market, 6:30 local time for me. A lot of times reversals take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour after the market open. Most of my green trades are always at least 15 minutes after the open. Google's really getting a lot of volume now. Volume's really picking up on Google here. Might have been that exhaustion volume right there, guys. These three 1-minute candles, a little bit of exhaustion here maybe. Now might be the pullback. AMD looks interesting. Let me show you guys this. AMD here, testing this R3 level. Can't seem to leave it. But look at the 15-minute here. Really trying to break this level here. Volume's pretty average compared to these other candles here. If this 15-minute candle can't close above this R3 level, it might be good for a short. Obviously tried to break out right there, but just couldn't do it. Price action on SPY and Qs look bullish. And Google here still just grinding. The trend is clearly up from here for Google, so trying to catch that short seems to be a bit troublesome. There's lots of liquidity up here. You can see that volume bar right there, volume by price bar. SPY and Qs looking to keep moving up here, testing R6. Excuse me, R6 on SPY, R5 on Qs. Google not showing any signs of turning around just yet. I do have my eye on AMD. 1 minute till that candle closes. Next 30 seconds, I'd like to see it flush down here. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Google's just getting toppy to me, man. I really want to short it. I'm trying it one more time, guys. 5 contracts here. One more stab at it. I'm breaking a rule. Only 3 trades is my max. This is my 4th trade. The volume is very interesting here. You can see on the 3-minute. Squeezing up though. Buyers just keep buying this thing up. Yeah, we're just getting squeezed, man. Looking for the pullback. When I think about my other trades too, the 0 for 3 ones, the volume wasn't really giving me much confirmation. To me, this is a good area to rotate downward here, pull back. SPY and Qs are testing the highs of today, which is where buyers would step in and want to squeeze. But let's say the market has had enough of the bullish run and they want to get back on the track of the overall sentiment, which has been bearish. To me, it's a good area to pull back. Google must have had some news today or something. I don't know. Okay, there we go. There's a little bit of volume to the downside. That's what we're looking for. Somebody to step in. Okay, 30,000 contracts just got liquidated right there. So let's see what happens here. Big buyer stepped in. Since we have that little pullback right here. See if it's going to hold that level. Still in our position here. We're just waiting to see, man. Google does not want to lose that level. That level being at 281.84. Lots of liquidity in this range happening, so if we can lose that level, if it goes in our favor, next area of decent liquidities around like 280, 281. It's like a buck down. Indecision candle on the 5-minute. 10-minute indecision candle. Still in our position here. Definitely doesn't want to lose that level. Man, this thing's been going up and up and up though. You gotta have some sort of pullback. It's healthy to have a pullback. May not be a big one though. starting to move in my favor. We just need to lose this level. Big buyer stepped in again. Big buyer keeps stepping in right here. And their stop is probably right here. We just need to lose that level. We just need to lose this. If we can lose that, I think it'll make a decent move down. Let's see if that buyer steps in again. Let's say the seller, that big buyer, liquidates his position. You'll see a big red candle or a big decent chunk move down. I'm watching the level 2 here. Okay, a lot of liquidity happening now. Doesn't want to lose this level. This is the level. That's a good area to take profit if we can get there. Next area, profit taking there as well. Stock is slowly moving in our favor here. See if we can get some momentum. SPY's moving down. Qs are moving down. The overall sentiment of the market is bearish. So in retrospect, taking a long on a bearish market, you're looking for scalps. If you're going to ride a trend to the downside for the longer term, definitely rather be bearish. So to me, my thought process is the bulls had their run for the day, and now the pullback to the downside is bound to happen potentially, give or take. The overall sentiment of the market is down unless there's some good news or bad news that comes out. But second profit target's at VWAP. We are retracing nicely here, trending down slowly. SPY and Qs made a nice 15-minute bearish candle here. Starting to have a little bit of a pullback. We don't want to go that direction. Kind of making a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. Got the shoulder here, big head right here, another shoulder. Head and shoulder patterns, if you're looking for the move, you're looking for it to short it right here to the move down. If people like to trade head and shoulder patterns, it's at a decent area to short it. Spine cues look weak. To me, this trade makes sense now to continue to move down in my favor. Spine cues look weak. We are in Google. If it gets to my part where I take profit, this line will more than likely be at the 30 level on the RSI, which is a good area to close my position. I also need to get ready. I need to run to work today, so I think the 280.49, if we can get there, I'll just liquidate my position. If this was stocks, I would have like or a share size of stocks rather than options. I'd have like a trailing stop, but I don't know how to do that with options. Spine cues look weak. So SPY is testing, it's going down and it's moving toward testing the opening 1 minute candle. This looks really good for me, guys. There's no reason to partial yet. Unrealized 180 right now. It's about half of our losses here. So far moving in our favor. The signal again is volume. You can see when we start to actually get some decent volume, then the turn actually happened. It's really hard to tell, but I mean, for the most part, this volume's been pretty lackluster for quite some time. Decent candles here and there, but no reason to partial just yet. Spine cues still working their way down. Q's getting close to testing R4, which is a significant area of support. Pre-market it was. It did break through that. see what happens here. Can we get like a flush candle? Grinding down, it's nice. So we're almost making a double bottom. We're getting close to making a double bottom on the Qs and SPY. More so the Qs, not the SPY. Since the opening. Qs is testing R4 now. Again, that's a significant area of support for the Qs. SPY is still grinding down. SPY is still, Qs are still pushing down. SPY is still pushing down. I'm expecting this to push down. If the overall market says we're going down, I don't see why Google's not going to go with it. So Qs just pushed through R4 nicely with some volume. We're getting close to our level here for our first target profit. We are pretty much at a double bottom here for SPY. This wouldn't be a bad area to take profit, honestly. Let's 5-minute candle is very bullish on SPY. Okay, yeah, let's just hold. Market seems everything seems bearish. We almost hit target there, so close. So we're testing the bottom here. Okay, here we go. Almost there. 280.50 is what I'm looking for. Okay. I think we're still live. Holy shit, dude. Lost connection. Internet issues. Okay, so we closed 3 contracts. I think I'm still live. Ping seems fine there. So we have 2 contracts left here. We retraced very nicely to the downside here, so we caught the top. Made it to our first target profit. I had 5 contracts, I closed 3 of them. I was down over 300, now I'm down 135, unrealized 112. Man, internet started spazzing there. Golly. So stock's trying to bounce here. Looks like it is going to bounce. If we claim this, if we claim that level there, I'm all out. If we can't claim that, I'm still in. So spine cues look like they just formed a double bottom with some volume. So it makes sense to at least have some liquidity happening there. It's just a matter of are we just going to be in this range? Let's see here. So essentially now I have a trailing stop. It's not put in here, but if the stock gets above this level here, this 281, I'll close my position. It'll still be in green, so it'll still be a win. But gonna see if we can lose that level. Looks like probably not. Yeah. Okay, we're all out. So that was a good trade. However, I did break my rules. That's not good to do. So we finished the day down 63 bucks. So we were down a little over 300. So we made like what, 250 on that? 270, I think it was. So we finished the day down $63. Have to get ready now. Just tested it and sold off right under it. Alright, that's all I have for today, guys. I gotta get going. Thanks for tuning in for anybody. Not a bad day. However, did break a major rule of mine, 3 trades max. However, the volume profile really gave me the confirmation to take this reversal. So had to shoot my shot. So it's not good to do that all the time, but if you're gonna do that, you need to have some experience in the market, and my experience told me that the reversal was going to happen. So don't recommend doing that if you're just starting out with trading. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.